Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to share with you a couple of Narwal's latest products. Now this is the first time I'm trying them out and I'm super excited to share the experience with you guys. Alright, so what I have here today is two different kinds of product categories. On one hand, I do have the Narwal Freo X Ultra, which is sort of like an all-in-one robot vacuum system. And on the other hand, I have the Narwal S10 Pro, which is a handheld wet and dry vacuum. Just in case you're wondering which is which, the all-in-one robot vacuum is meant for those who prefer to have an assistant at home who does all the cleaning and is capable of cleaning itself. The handheld vacuum, on the other hand, is for those who prefer to take cleaning into their own hands but need just the right tool for the task. So in today's video, we are going to find out which one is the right choice for you, and let's check out the devices right away. Now first up, let's take a look at the Narwal Freo X Ultra all-in-one robot vacuum. Before we begin, let's take a look at what's in the box. Basically, here's everything that's provided by Narwal, but more importantly, the core components are the base station and the robot vacuum itself. Personally, I find the design of the Freo X Ultra very refreshing, especially the base station, which looks very modern and different from what's currently available in the market. The cool thing about this base station is that it actually allows the entire robot to park almost fully within it, unlike other robot vacuums which park in front of their base station, and this takes up way less space in your house. Anyway, let's take a look at what the Freo X Ultra can do, and let's start off with the dry messes. Now when it comes to cleaning dust or dirt from the ground, you'll notice that the robot uses its two side brushes to cover a wider sweeping area. Paired together with a strong 8200 PA suction power, and this allows the robot to pick up smaller particles such as coffee powder or large pieces of dirt such as spilled chips. Furthermore, I'm sure a lot of you actually have this common issue where, in your previous robot vacuum, some of your hair or maybe your pet's hair actually gets tangled up within the brush itself or at the side of the brushes. With the Freo X Ultra, it gives you a better peace of mind with its Zero-Tangle floating brush that ensures no hair whatsoever gets tangled within, and is even certified by both TUV and SGS. Now in the event where you actually have liquid spilled on the floor, the Freo X Ultra also have you covered. Now for that, let's take a look at the bottom of the robot vacuum itself. Now what we have here is two mopping pads that help to clean wet messes. However, look closer and you'll notice that the mopping pads are specially designed and shaped in a way that allows you to cover a wider surface area. Besides that, it's also capable of applying a stronger force or pressure of up to 12 newtons while mopping, allowing it to remove tough stains. Of course, some dirt requires the robot to go over and clean it more than once, and this is assisted by the robot's AI Dirt Sense feature, which allows the robot to use AI to identify which area needs to be cleaned more thoroughly without you having to use the app for manual intervention. So what I also noticed is that the robot is great at maneuvering around my house without bumping too much into my furniture or obstacles that's on the ground. By the way, if you have carpets in your living space, the robot can automatically lift its mopping pads up so your carpets remain dry at all times. Finally, when it comes to battery life, the robot is rated to be able to run up to 210 minutes on a single charge, and that's slightly more than 3 hours, which should be enough to clean larger homes. Now moving on to the base station, let's check out how the Freo X Ultra automatically cleans and dries the robot. So once the robot comes back to the base station with its dust and dirt, the base station will automatically wash and dry the robot using water and 40 degrees of warm air drying, and this helps to remove bacteria and odors. Now what I like here is that you have the option to use detergent to clean the robot whenever it's necessary. This allows the mopping pads to be extra clean. Another cool thing I noticed about the base station was how quiet it was when removing dirt from the robot into the base station. To be honest, it's one of the quietest base stations I've ever experienced. So that's basically the Narwal Freo X Ultra in a nutshell. A pretty clever all-in-one robot vacuum that's effective and efficient at the same time. Now moving on, let's check out the Narwal S10 Pro, this guy that's sitting right behind, that's designed to clean both dry and wet messes at the same time in one go. Now like I mentioned before, some of you might actually prefer to take cleaning your own mess into your own hands, and I personally think that I fall into that category. For me, it's super important that the vacuum is super lightweight, and in this case, the S10 Pro is only 4.3 kilograms, which is reasonably light compared to others that are approximately 5 kilograms or more. Regardless, it's quite easy to use this to clean and mop your living space whenever it's used. Speaking about cleaning, if you take a close look at the head component, you'll notice that the connection between the stick handle and the head brush unit is actually very flexible. Now this flexibility allows it to not only move from left to right very easily, but also allows the vacuum to be able to be held at extremely low levels of up to 180 degrees, almost as if it were lying down, so you can actually reach low spaces under your bed, your sofa, or more. Now I like this feature very much because I've tried a lot of vacuums that don't actually work at such low heights, and I wasn't able to clear the space under my sofa, but with the S10 Pro, there is no such issue. Other than that, you'll notice that the brush used is an edge-to-edge design, and this allows you to clean nearer to your walls, along your bed, or through tighter corners. Suction power-wise, the S10 Pro runs at 14,000 PA with 17 newtons pressure pressed towards the ground. Now this is very strong and again makes it very easy to not just clean up dirt and dust from the ground, but to also mop away tougher stains. In fact, I think it works great in the kitchen where sometimes both wet and dry objects like spilled cereal with milk needs to be cleaned in one go, and this is where the S10 Pro will clean it without a sweat. It's also worth mentioning that the vacuum itself comes with smart dirt detection, and this is where the vacuum will adjust its power based on the amount of dirt detected. You do not need to switch modes, but if you want to, you can still rotate between turbo mode, quiet mode, or just pure suction mode. Finally, when all your cleaning is done, all you need to do is place the S10 Pro on its dock, where you can start the cleaning process that involves using water and 35 degrees of hot air to dry clean the brush and remove all remaining dirt and odor. To clear the trash, it's pretty simple, and what I particularly appreciate here is that the trash is separated into both wet and dry in separate components, so it's easier to clean and not as smelly. Overall, I think the Narwal S10 Pro is actually a great option to consider if you are someone looking for a wet and dry handheld vacuum. Now with that said, that pretty much wraps up our video for today. Again, these are the brand new products from Narwal, and if you are still wondering which one to get, here's a very quick breakdown. Now, if you're the kind of person who prefers to get a hassle-free robot vacuum that does all the work with minimum personal intervention, the Narwal Freo X Ultra is a great choice to go with. Not only does it look stylish and compact, but it also helps clean your house and the robot all on its own. Now, I also know there are people who prefer to clean their own homes themselves and need the right tool for the task, and in this case, the Narwal S10 Pro is a great addition to your home. You're getting both a mop and vacuum in one single lightweight device that has enough suction power to clean both wet and dry waste in one go. Having said all that, if you still want to find out a bit more about Narwal's products, I'll pop a link down in the description box below. Thank you again for watching today's video all the way to the end. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.